So I'm sitting here contemplating if I was going to do a reading or not, and started pulling the cards, and the story just started to unfold for me. So, what came first was showing finally being at a station in life where you got the juice and you know it. These grapes, it takes a long time to cultivate when it comes to these vines, and even more patience when it comes to making wine, right? And you're pretty fucking clear on what it is that you'll accept and what you don't, because you've experienced enough of what you don't want to refine what you do want. And it has brought you to a place of balance. Now, this type of balance, I'm getting sense of self-care, polishing your body, rubbing a couple out on your own, bringing that type of satisfaction to yourself, letting the waters flow, so to speak. And maybe that's the wine talking, but I'm just saying that no one can bring you to a sense of peace that you haven't found yourself. And this is telling me that if this was a timing card, it can very well be. If you haven't taken the time to get to know how deep your waters run, no one else is going to be able to achieve that for you. So this is pretty much telling me that in conjunction with these three energies here, you know who you are, what you need, what you desire, what makes you comfortable, what makes you feel whole, what makes you feel sensual, what makes you feel complete. And no one can really deter you from that. And it's not a fixed disposition. It is mutable, says the Nine of Pentacles. But at the same time, you won't compromise on the newfound sense of balance that you found. It took you a long ass time to get here, to a place where you actually feel confident enough to say what you mean and mean what you say. So nothing that you say can be doubted or questioned. You're going to appear, you're going to state, your energy will exude the balance that you have. And the trust that you have within yourself, man, listen, no one can rattle that because it's pretty much limitless. And so you have your heart pretty much set on what you can manifest with this energy. All of this yellow that I'm picking up from these cards, these other ones are kind of neutral, kind of bland. The sacral, the solar plexus is popping, baby. It's popping, right? So this jumbled mess down here, your mind and your intuition are working together to assure that what you do on the physical plane is well in alignment with what your inner being, your energy, your higher self is actually wanting you to do, and repelling things that come to disturb that, right? Because this piece is your bubble. It's your aura. And you're showing up in a way that people don't expect you to. They're so used to the routine, the mundane, the, you know, basically they've got you clocked. They know what time you show up. They know how you look. They know what you do. They know your style. And they pretty much have deemed you predictable. And you're not showing up like that no more because you got all the smoke if need be. Right? These go down here. So, no, this goes down here as well. Does it? No, it goes up here. I'm sorry. They got a little scattered. But seeing this Five of Swords, because you know what truth is, you can cut that shit off at its knees and let your energy speak for itself. Because, bitch, you got a new agenda, right? No one can shake the stability you have created within yourself. So you're likely to show up as whomever you want to be on any given day. You have this as a foundation, this Nine of Pentacles. And they would assume that you'd be Queen of Pentacles, methodical, on time, diligent, meticulous, taking care of everyone's needs. Fuck that. I'm not babysitting anybody anymore for any reason. If anything is supposed to start, it need not be you, except for your own ventures. Except for your own ventures. That's the only thing that you're supposed to begin, right? So this Queen of Pentacles energy is not for anyone else. It's actually for yourself. Leave them hanging. They don't quite understand that the energy it takes for you to create, to keep the momentum going, it is really fucking tiring, and you're being told to stop that shit. You're being told to stop. Because your happiness, it lies in creating for yourself at this time. And everything around it will just have to watch you receive. Okay? It's going to get to a point where people start to emulate the energy you're exuding, knowing that they have to provide where you normally would. And you can sit in the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles energy, not giving a damn, not giving a fuck, and not giving a hand where you normally would. You've nipped this in the bud in order to facilitate change towards what is actually coming towards you. The lesson this whole time was to be receptive, not to people, but to yourself. If anybody is to receive, it should be you. From you, by you, for you. For you, by you, some damn FUBU shit. If you understand what I'm saying. You don't have to actually move in anybody's direction. This break is a pause. It's a remission in the mission you've been pursuing and doing and trying to effort towards. The Queen of Pentacles has done so much that her effort is echoing even when she stops doing the shit. And therefore, people want to come to build something of substance with you. Because if no one else can, they have the example and the remnants of what you actually can do. They've always known. The thing is, they've been sleeping on it. And once you retracted your energy with these neutral colored cards and taken a break from being everything for everybody, now a fire is lit under their ass to actually get up and bring this momentum towards you from both directions. And what it equates to. You're not going to do all the work. You faced your judgment. You faced your justice. You've dealt with the Wheel of Fortune. You dealt with the karma of being the do person for everyone all the time. Not anymore. You have the energy of death on your side to complement this Pluto energy with the judgment. Queen of Pentacles here, who would do everything on her lonesome, is now facilitating and delegating to others to do their part. And this is what changes the cycle and closes it out for good, says Saturn. This was unexpected. People didn't really bargain for you assuming the position of power. You don't have an emperor here, but this is what it feels like. With some soft ass energy though. Subtle ass energy. You've done all the efforting. You've done all the hard work. You've laid down a foundation for yourself. It was everyone else who had to break down what they thought they knew in order to fit into your puzzle, because you have a better idea of equality and balance. Queen of Pentacles is not so lonely anymore because she's found company within herself, within the things around her, with the things that bring her joy, happiness, childlike energy, restoring her personal power, loving on herself in a way that feeds back into her solar plexus, his solar plexus. So what you've been receiving has been some bullshit, and you don't want that anymore. It's really not something that you can build with. The Queen of Pentacles is earth and water. And so you'd much rather let that go, that toil, that labor, doing all of that work to stand secure with what you have, where you are, because you know it's far more powerful to do it this way. Only then will they get the point. You're not interested in half-assed. You're not interested in someone showing up without enough to begin to build something brand new. You're displaying qualities of a whole nother queen, and they don't even understand the pairing of the king that you have. So you have the emotional intelligence, discernment, and you have the diligence and the decisiveness and the cutthroat ass nature that you need given to you in tandem with your intuition to block anything that may penetrate thy aura. This Five of Swords is not coming towards you. This is what you're giving. People who aren't with the program, they just don't understand that you won't invest in anything that's fly by night, that's temporary, not sufficient. Okay? Because for so long, everybody else's happiness has been assured. You've had a hand in everybody else enjoying themselves, having enough, being comfortable, being suited and accommodated for. It's your time to sit back and enjoy just how much you've allowed everyone else to enjoy. And that's what brings in your Ace of Pentacles and your Ten of Pentacles. They can come as fast as they like to, but you still aren't going to rush. You're going to filter it through your intuition first to see if you approve. And only then will you take a leap of faith, because you have truth, trust of yourself on your side in order to understand if it's balanced or not. And anything that doesn't fit into the newfound sense of balance that you've acquired for yourself, it's got to go. It won't even get close. It won't penetrate your space. And to everyone else, they won't see you as stuck. They'll see you as unavailable. They won't really know what's going on with you. You're chilling. You're good. You're good. You're comfortable because you have the perspective you need in order to appreciate all this shit happening around you that you don't have to do much for. Finally, stepping back and letting someone else put in the energy. But the Knight of Wands, though it is usually an energy that bounces from interest to interest, thing to thing, you're teaching it the first lesson it needs to know in finding something and learning consistency with it. Let it show up as a page. Let it change its element. If they don't adapt to the newfound you, they won't ever be a part of this Ten of Pentacles. And that's what your energy says. This is not something you have to voice, because everything you're doing and your energy itself is speaking volumes. And they would not be able to approach you if they're not coming in some type of balanced manner. Their own shadow, ego, and light body, higher self. They're having to ask permission through spirit to approach you, to sandwich between two major arcanas. It doesn't matter how ready they are to approach. They got this notion that you were ready for your Ten of Pentacles. From this energy here, you have both Nine of Pentacles and Nine of Cups. This is the feminine energy. This is the masculine energy. And all you need is one more pentacle or one more cup to align with either the Ten of Cups or the Ten of Pentacles. And here we have the stability of self, a personal knowing, an alignment with your path, the Merkaba, where heaven meets earth. They got wind of it. Spiritually, they're trying to approach you, and they will be caught here. You'll get the feeling, you'll get the notion in dream form, in thought form. They will send you telepathic communication in order to see if you're receptive to them approaching. And when you are, if you are, they will come in with something of substance. And if not, you'll sit on your station, not allowing anything in, not allowing anything out because of where you're coming from. You were the one to put shit in action and actually make a move towards others and take it the initiative. And this is where it got you. You've learned your lesson. You've learned your lesson, okay? And anything that mirrors that, you will meet with another 4 energy. You're stable where you are emotionally, and you really don't have a desire to change that. So if it isn't something that is actually speaking to the changes that you have made, you're not going for it. And I commend you. I applaud you. You are coming up in a whole new way, and they don't recognize you. So what worked before will not work now. They really don't know what it takes. You're shooting shit down. And it's not having high expectations, because those are variables. It's about at least the fucking basics. The basics. Instead of you providing everything, you have to come equipped with something. Something to work with. Everything won't be provided to you because I've provided everything for myself. Taken my chances, made do with what I had, and I'm happy with what I've made. And therefore, I will be granted more, but not without denying the exchanges that don't afford me anything, that are more burdensome than anything else. You're justified in how you're handling situations at this time. And it's for you to know that these two go together. This, and then that's the end. So it lets you know what's happening prior to. You will be shutting shit down. making sure people have adequate supplies to go on this journey with you, to build this thing with you, to be a part of the new cycle of your life. You're assessing. You're looking over what they have. You could be looked at for something new, but more so than not, you're assessing, you're looking, you're surveying, and you're definitely cutting shit short. You're definitely facilitating change that needs to happen in order for anyone to cross this threshold with you. And that's what I have. That's what I see. I hope that you find some resonance because it spoke to me. I read every day, not every day online, but I read every day. And when I saw this, I knew I had to share. So I hope this message finds you well. If it resonates, take it as you may, implement it as you have to. Whatever comes will come, whatever may be, will be. Have a good night.